Welcome to Gems Podcast. I'm your host, Genesis Amaris Kemp, and with me today I have David and Tara Jones, aka the Hello LLC Gurus. And today we're going to unpack why they call themselves Hello, because it does stand for something. And each one of them is going to share a bit about themselves. And we're going to unpack all of the amazing things in their wheelhouse because, y'all, they do a lot on the forefront as well as behind the scenes. They are a power couple and a duo that is all about securing the bag and helping others do it too. So without further ado, David and Tara, welcome to Gems Podcast.
Hello, how you
Hi.
doing? Thank you for having us on here. We greatly appreciate it so much. You know, you have been an inspiration to all of us first and foremost. So before we even get started, we were just talking about you in one of our other podcasts.
We were.
You know, you pop out podcasts like they're TikToks, and it's just amazing the value that you share with people and that you give with people, and you're a firecracker in itself. And so, we're just happy that you are able to join us in our journey and really combine forces and really collaborate. And so that's the greatest thing. And when you talk about hello, hello stands for helping everyone live life optimally. And we truly mean that, and we do that, and we do that with love and kindness and integrity. And I mean, Tara and I always ask, how do we come up with it? I remember where we were in the other room, but how it came about was just perfect, especially as we continue to move forward. And when we share it with people, like, oh my God, that's amazing. And so that's what we love to share with people. So what you got, baby?
I just, little did I know that 7 years ago, when I found myself completely broken and really like very materially rich, but very just soulfully poor. And I was like, whoa, here in 5 years, and just watch the flip of what's happened. And not to say that, there's, the material things that completely went wayside. That's not the point. But what the point is that coming from waking up of not finding purpose to purpose, it's just really been fun. So I'm so excited that I'm in business with my best friend. I'm so excited that we get to meet people like you. We get to just live our dream, to be honest. So we're excited to be here.
Yeah.
And thank you so much for each of you sharing that and just really breaking down what Hello stands for. And also for talking about me behind the scenes and mentioning my name in rooms that I have not tapped into yet. That's just incredible. And I really do appreciate you guys respecting me, respecting my brand, and just showcasing what I have to offer to this world. And that's what collaboration is about. That's what networking is about. And that's how we help each other grow and create those synergies on and off the record. And when you think about yourself being in business together and being partners, because sometimes people say, oh, I can't work with my partner because it's like I'm with them all day long. How do you guys make it work together and really still have that playful banter, get business done, or as one of my mentors says, GSD, which is get shit done? And I was like, oh, I haven't heard that, but that's fireful.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I have to say, my mom has the same question. Her and my father were in business for a few years, and she says, "Oh no, no, stop." We have another mentor who's very dear to us. He and his wife were in business, and he said, "Not stop." So we do understand that there is a challenge with it, and to be very transparent, which is all we always are, maybe sometimes to our own detriment. Yeah, is a simple fact that a business is almost like a relationship. It is a relationship. Yeah. You have a contract with another human, and so a business partnership is a contract with another human. Our intimate relationship, our personal relationship, is a contract of some sort, right? It's whether you actually sat down and prepared that contract to get on the same page to make sure each other knew what the other wanted and what was required within this agreement, or if you just did it non-verbally, which is what most people are doing right now. And so that's why they find that when they get into the business side of things, it's like a train coming at each other head on and going kaboom, because really what's going on,
Get Lisa new.
Get Lisa, the house is on fire. What's really going on is that the communication's not there, open, transparent, and here's what happens. We're not being communicative. We're not communicating what works and what doesn't work. We're not being open to understanding that this is a revolving evolution of things and just really working for the main purpose. And to be very honest, and I'm going to pass this over to Mr. Jones because he's got some fire information on this side of it, is really, you're not setting down as a team, whether it's two owners like this, or if there's another person involved or whatever, or it's an intimate relationship. You're not sitting down as a team and finding out what your mission and what the end goal is. What is the reason we're here for? And when you're here and that's clear, it always comes back to what are we here for? So when there's a disagreement on two ends, it's like, well, what are we here for? And that is what really helps become the mediator in the relationship and the business relationship. So it's on our end, because we're intimate, personal, and business relationships, we have to be mindful to make sure we block those out, keep those segregated, and also understand we have to there's a thin thread that goes between all of them, and it's called respect. So, Mr. Jones?
Yeah,
Yes.
no, one of the biggest things that we've had to learn and understand is how to communicate. And, sometimes I truly believe that this business is really what kept us together. Because, this business has really taught us about each other. This business, which is Hello, right? Which is helping everyone live life optimally. We tell people, you have to be a better person for yourself. You have to love yourself better from the mind, the body, and the soul. And we're able to not call each other out, but we're able to call each other up. And in today's society, we really are missing that way of thinking, of being able to take, that person seeing you at the mic and saying, hey, I'm here on your side. I want you to win. Other than, looking at it the way society wants us to look at it of, oh, what are you saying about me? Oh, why'd you say that? And being defensive a lot. So it's really just about, us being able to give grace to one another, to respect one another, and to really, give each other the time of day, to really just live our lives the way we want to and respect one another. Yeah. She has her wall that she's going through, and I have my wall that I'm going through.
And one thing that I love that both of you said that I pieced together is each one of you, Tara and David, you had to be whole and you had to know who you were as an individual. And as you knew who you were as an individual, then you were able to effectively lean in to one another and build this brand, Hello. And while you're building the brand, some of your core values is respect. You respect one another, just as you respect your clients and you respect the people that you meet on a daily basis. You communicate effectively and efficiently, because without communication, no one is a mind reader. Assumptions make an ass out of you and I, and preconceived notions, judgments, and unconscious biases do not get us anywhere. So in order to help everyone live life optimally, you have to practice what you preach, and your actions on the forefront as well as behind the scenes have to be taken into accountability, because not only are you business partners, your life partners, and you do so many other things, but the fact that Tara mentioned segregating that to make sure that the lines don't get blurred and the messaging doesn't get crossed. It's hard, but you guys make it work. And I think that is why you're not just surviving, you're thriving. And whenever you take a holistic approach and you think about the big umbrella of Hello, and you think about the other things that you have under the Hello brand, how did you come up with the things such as solar, your nutrition, which is very important because your health is equivalent to your wealth, and some of the other things that you guys have going on. So first, walk us through what's all under the Hello umbrella and then hit on them.
So, when you ask that question of how it all ties into one another, is that, first, it was truly about, my health going down the drain and Tara's health going down the drain. And, I was working in the corporate world. I took 500 flights in 4 years, and I wanted to, take a flight back home. And my boss wouldn't let me, spend $150 for a change fee. And I realized, she didn't care about me after I just spent $1,200 the night before on 3 clients. And I came back home, went to the dentist. The dentist said, hey, your blood pressure is 175 over 115. I had no clue what that meant. They really call it the silent killer because it's the silent killer. I just thought I was tired all the time, and I was, not working out, and I knew, just being overweight, and it was just crazy. And so, once, we found a way to help myself out with the nutrition line that we have, that's what really sparked it to being able to say, hey, this industry is huge. Yeah, boom. The actual comp plan is 4 or 5 times more than my actual job I was at now. And then, being able to actually help people. Nobody was calling me and saying, hey, David, thanks for, selling me that great headset. Now, I get phone calls, from people all across the world that said, hey, my son is no longer, throwing their feces up against the wall because they're dealing with autism. And, now I get phone calls that say, hey, I'm no longer on this pill or that and the other. Hey, I feel a whole lot more energy. And so when you ask, how is it that we work together? It's from hearing individual stories like yourself and saying, hey, this stuff that they shared with me actually works. And now you're able to share it with your mother, you're able to share it with your father, and now we're one conversation away from helping so many people. And that's what keeps us going and keeps us rocking and rolling. Then you implement the solar, then you implement our Hello Briefcase. So it's just us just sharing our journey and discovering it and really sharing it with everybody else, such as yourself.
And just so the audience can understand, we started out in the health sector because of our own personal selfish needs. And in that, thus came forward was solar renewable energies for residential. And that was brought to us by the same mentor that actually brought the wellness to us. And it was because at that time, what we realized, we didn't start all of them at the same time.
No.
Wellness was where we started first, and we were in wellness a good year and a half, almost 2 years before we ever discovered solar and started getting into that sector. Now you're like, wellness and solar, it's so far apart. It is, but here is that common thread. That thread that I was talking about?
Always one.
Sustainability. You've got to sustain your body for your most optimal living. You got to sustain your lifestyle, your house, for your most optimal living, because at the end of the day, we really are aware that our bodies as humans are starting to break down due to what's going on and just what our availability is in foods and all of the things. And then also on the renewable side is we see kind of what's going on with global warming, and this is where we are going. We already see solar cars, we already see, powered from natural resources instead of through the fossil resources.
Mm-hmm.
And then last but not least, what came down the pipeline right now is how we help small businesses automate their business. So they're no longer the janitor and the cook and the cleaner and all of these others. They actually can focus on being the CEO and doing what actually is their talent, which is what brings in the world to them. And so we're able to help people do that. And in helping people automate their business, they're now able to see how they can leverage their influence by adding wellness and or solar into their sector, because together, like David said, we're one conversation away. And then what we're actually moving forward into, because of sustainability, is the crypto world. We have a 2.0 that's coming in that's going to be push campaigns in crypto. So we're bringing that basically the whole virtual world. We're going to help businesses and entities get into the virtual world as well. So we're always moving forward with what's going on in the times. And what we found out is that our niche is, as we say, helping other people, right? And so it's helping people not get left behind, honestly. And right now, the world is basically with your health, because obviously we know what's going on with the pandemic, and then with your resources of what you have available. So it's just all the common thread of being able to be sustainable through a lifetime.
That's beautiful because we all know that if we don't really tap into what we have here on this earth, what we have to offer this planet, then there is going to be a gap where things are going to slip through the cracks. So we could either jump on the bandwagon, stay ahead of the curve, or get left behind because nowadays the world is changing constantly. We have a lot of things that is coming up. We have people are doing digital currencies. We have AI, artificial intelligence, RPA, robotic processing automation, SEO. People are tapping more into that, which is search engine optimization. And then we have your amazing briefcase, which is the one, what is it? One stop, one
One
stop.
app, one tap.
Yes.
Like that.
One app, one tap. So for those who are listening to this segment as well as watching it, tell them, what is the briefcase? I have one and I'm getting ready to revamp mine because so many people, not saying that they aren't the smartest in the cookie jar, but they're having issues navigating certain things on mine. And they keep telling me, you have a lot of content. But you know what happens when you're first stepping out into the podcasting realm? You don't necessarily get paid to do. I enjoy podcasting and I put my passion into it. So I have to be mindful, y'all, where I spend my coins and my dollars, because I need to be like, I don't want to say it because this is going to give her different branding, but I need to secure the bag. And I can't say the okay, R. Y'all know what I mean.
Yep. I already know. But exactly, you do. And but it's being smart and resourceful as a business owner. And it's going to say, what is going to right now, and we know this because this is where we are in the same boat together, literally. This is what a lot of people don't understand. We are in the boat with you guys, like we are rowing too. Come on, y'all, row. Let's what side are we on right now? Because at the end of the day, we share this information because we're learning it as well. We've been through it, and we want other people to be able to sidestep this and be like, what took Hello LLC 4 years to learn, they just taught me in 4 minutes, and I just shrank my business down. Exactly. And then they're getting TV shows, and they're getting book deals, and they're writing their second book like you are, and about to drop that, and just doing amazing, beautiful things because shrinking that time down. So
yeah, but when you talk about
what the briefcase
it's okay. No, when we talk about the Hello Briefcase, the Hello Briefcase is something that really will allow you to automate your business. Like for yourself, you were dealing with one of those link tree things, right? And one of those things, or one of the card things, or one of the social app
the
things.
Milkshakes.
Yeah, and then not only that, old traditional websites. And people have to understand those things are great, right? They're awesome and they're amazing, but now we're moving forward into a new way to be able to automate your business. And not only do we curate it and make it, professional and customizable for you, not where it's just a whole bunch of boxes and you have your links there. That's cute and adorable. But what we're able to do is really automate it and really add on to your profile, such as your ebook, such as your email, such as text messaging, such as voice memo, notifications, to really help out that business owner with the follow-up process. We know that follow-up is the key to turn your business and to increase your conversion rate to your business, which is what we need to do. And you have to be able to, find resources and ways to convert people and push people to your actual information. And that's what the Hello Briefcase allows us to do, is really allow us to convert, your information, customize it, and put it front and center into our one app, one tap, from your podcast, from your anchor, from all of these things. It definitely will be able to allow us to, have an opportunity to build this out for you, right?
Absolutely. And I just want to add this is, quickly, is the simple fact that a lot of people don't realize that the one app, one tap, there's abundance out here for everybody to do whatever they want. It's just whatever comes forward to you. We like to say, do what works for you in your business. You know, if you're really in one position that you need to do something simple, got to go we get that. But really, we're not just a landing page, as people like to say. We're really about, people don't understand what is on the back side and how much back end information we're giving. So a lot of time, I'm support. I should not say information, but support. So it's just the beautiful thing about really, you know, people see us and they go, oh, you're very similar to A, B, C, or D other competitors. And look, we're not about competition. There's abundance of enough for everybody. And everybody, there's a niche for everyone. But at the end of the day, we offer this. We actually, and this is our bread and butter to our business right now, to be 100. We offer this strictly because we created this solution for our business, and then we realized how amazing it was that other people were going, do you guys do this for other people? We're like, well, we can. And then here we are 70 briefcases into it. So,
and the biggest thing about it is that, you know, we're able to add on to your business, right? Such as for yourself, you know, you're a coach and you have your podcast and you have your book. Now you're able to add on and leverage your influence by adding the wellness segmentation. So the people that you coach, hey, you know, have you ever considered that your nutrition might be impacting the way that you're doing, you know, your daily business, and you're not having any energy and you're being tired all the time? That's impacting you from your business. Hey, even with your kids, you know, and then on your podcast, now you have something that you can leverage on your podcast. Hey, go and get my free nutrition. Hey, also, if you're looking for solar, hey, go and check out my solar. And so it allows entrepreneurs and individuals like yourself to add an application to your business and really not have anything to do with it, and be able to, like you said, add to the bag, because you're already having that conversation. And people are not understanding that, you know, a lot of people do this already when they say, hey, go get the Starbucks, or hey, what's my favorite restaurant? And you're already doing it, and your restaurant's not sending you no free appetizer. They're not sending you no customers.
Nope.
They're not sending you a check. And so why not be able to leverage other applications and help people in their business and become a solution advisor in your business, and not just have that one source of income, because that's what you're supposed to be doing as an entrepreneur.
I just want to add this real quick, Genesis, before we move on to the next question. You know, I'm exiting corporate America. You beautiful have already, and you know, I'm actually kind of coming out of the sector that you have exited out of. And it's kind of funny because right now there's as you know, there's a mass resignation movement that's going on through the entire society. But what and what I have discovered right now in my actual corporate world, our actual office is less than 20 individuals. So we're very intimate. We know people, you know everybody, what's going on in everybody's life pretty much. And there's a department that is, you know, because of the pandemic, everybody in the company was furloughed of their money. And so now here we are 2 years later almost, and most of the company has their salaries back, except for one department in one location. And so it has become to where survival, let's just say this, it's survival. And my point being is having conversations with these individuals about the reality of the survival, about counting pennies and making sure they can make it to the next payday. I honestly, in the back of in my heart and my mind, as I'm, you know, I have shared with these people what David and I do with Hello till I'm blue in the face. They know what I'm up to. And, you know, I've given them every opportunity to be a part of what we're doing as well. And none of them have, you know, showed interest, and that's okay. It's not for everybody. We get that. But what breaks my heart, Genesis, is now here when we're in this moment where there's people that are just like, oh my God, I got to rub 2 pennies together to hope I can get 3 right now. And David and I'm sitting back going, you know, we're not like milking it in by any means, but we've got multiple streams of income that, you know, $25 shows up in the bank account and you're like, wow, where did that $25 come? Or $15 or $10 shows up and you're just like, wow, what is that from? And you don't even know, it's just coming to you. Yeah. You might be sitting there watching this podcast right now and go, oh, Tara, that's cute and adorable. That's not a lot of money. But when you got $10 here and $10 there and $10 here, and you got 10 tens, that's $100. The next thing you know, and volume and increase and everything starts growing. We've heard the story of the bamboo tree.
From just word of mouth.
word of mouth, and we've heard the story of the bamboo tree. And so I share this because please, 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 if you're watching this podcast, do not find yourself where you're like, man, I'm struggling, and you don't do anything about it. Please start planting your seeds. Please just get some seeds and sow your seeds, because you will reap what you sow. So I just wanted to share that. So
I wholeheartedly agree. And I can attest to what David and Tara are talking about, because when I first met David, I showed him my link tree. He's like, oh my gosh, I didn't know if I had to get drunk at a bar before I finished going through all your links, because I just had so many, y'all. It was like link, 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 link. And whenever we had a discovery call, we talked about it. And I said, you know what? Let me go sit on it, let it marinate, let it sink in to make sure I was making the right move, because I did see other things that were similar. But whenever I talked to David and we connected, not just professionally, but on a personal level, and then he introduced me to Tara, I felt like I could do business with them because of the personal connection that I had, as well as the professional connection. And they got me. Not saying that the other businesses were bad, but sometimes you do business with people you like and you trust, and they just understand you. And so now I'm in the phase where I'm getting ready to revamp my briefcase. I started with, the introductory one where I just wanted something that would get me off the ground. And now that I'm in a place where I want to take it a little bit further to advance it, so I could cater to the feedback that I'm getting from my followers and etc., because feedback is a gift, and that's how we're going to grow personally and professionally. Tara is a guru when it comes to the briefcase. She worked with me back and forth on the design. I asked her to change certain things, and now I'm going to ask her some other things offline, because we're getting ready to wind down, y'all. But sometimes you have to invest in yourself and invest in your business, even though you may not necessarily have certain money coming in. When you take that first leap and you're showing the universe that you are ready for more things to come, which is abundance, prosperity, wealth, and etc., other things will gravitate to you. But it also starts with you, knowing where to take that step, knowing who to connect with, and then also having the right mindset. And so as we wind down, Tara and David, I want you to leave us with 1 to 2 gems. So David, you share one and Tara share one, and then tell the listeners and viewers how they could connect with you all, tap in with Hello, whether it's solar, the briefcase, or the nutrition, and just connect with our community, because we're in a community, y'all.
we are. We're a family.
One of the biggest tips that I really hit home today in one of our conversations that I'll share with people that really register with me was that, we asked the gentleman, what was his biggest failure and what did he learn from it? And he said, David, the only thing that I failed at is the failures that I haven't taken, because those failures that I haven't taken, I haven't learned the lesson from those failures. And the lessons in failures is what gets us to the next level in life. And so I hear from so many people that are just so afraid to take the next step and to do things and to just, do it and to get out of their own way. And I just encourage people to definitely, be able to just do it. Get out of your own way and just stop being afraid and become a better person every single day. And definitely, that's what I got as a great tip from the mindset, because the sales tips and all those things, that doesn't mean anything until you can, release and lose the weight up here mentally. Because that's what I had to do, when we talk about our wellness, losing 80 pounds and keeping it off. I had to lose the weight up here so I could release the weight from my body.
Didn't have to go back and find it, did you?
Nope.
So mine is, and I say this all the time, and so as soon as I say it, is there's enough abundance out here for everyone. And you'd be like, Tara, no, there's not. Like, no, there's not. This is a competition world that we live in. We all got to be, no, let me tell you. Why? Here's a great example. We all wake up, well, most of us wake up in the morning, God rest the souls that do not, and we love you and we're, passed on. But most of us wake up in the morning and the first thought that we have is, oh my God, I can't breathe today.
Yeah.
You don't think that, right? You don't wake up thinking, I can't breathe today because my husband, my sister, my brother, my mom, my dad, my cousin, my uncle, my monkey, my bumpkin, my pumpkin, my cat, my dog, whatever, is not going to have enough oxygen to breathe today. You don't think that, right? So you don't limit your breath because you don't think there's enough air in this world for all of the loved ones that you have. No. So why do we do that with abundance? Why do we wake up and say, you know what? I can't share who I am today. I can't be abundantly joyful with other people. I can't bring my abundance to this world. I can't accept abundance. I can't share abundance because, oh my God, there's not enough for everybody. No. So why do we do that when we don't do it with air? Abundance is like, you can't see abundance, just like you can't see air when it's coming at you. It's an energy, it's a frequency. And when it comes to you, it's coming to you because of who you are. And so when you, that's a frequency. That's why you got air. So this is what my point being is, there's enough abundance for all of us. So please, please, please don't wake up in the morning thinking that you can't have or share your abundance, or think that you can't share your ideas with other people because they're going to steal. Look, we just went through it. There's a link tree, there's a milk chick, there's 10K, there's there's all these things out there that would be considered as competitors, but they're not, because there's enough abundance in this world for all of us because they serve a niche where they are. So be abundant, people.
That's great. That's great advice. And I like how you worded that, Tara, and you talked about the frequency, because it helped me think about my mindset and shift something, even though I am a coach. But even though I'm a coach, I'm always learning and growing so I could be optimal and help the clients that come to me and the future ones on the way. And so how can people connect with Hello LLC?
Go ahead, tell them that.
Well, first of all, the easiest way to find us is, everybody knows how to get to Instagram, right? So just go out to Instagram and go type in the Hello LLC, and you will find us, our pretty picture and our logo. And you guys just tap on that. When you tap on that, now in our bio will be a link called thehellowbriefcase.com and or thehellowllc.info. You can go to either one of those, and it will take us to our actual briefcase. And when you get into our briefcase, you guys can literally at the top, we've got a wellness tab, we got a solar tab, we got a living optimally tab, we have a briefcase tab, we got a lot of you want to be a guest on Genesis podcast, you can go find Genesis and be a guest on her podcast because she's on our briefcase. So there you go, guys. I'm telling you, like, it's just all about family and connecting. So you can go out to any social media and type in the Hello LLC, and you will find these two beautiful faces here to serve you at the end of the day. And let me tell you, come book a 30-minute discovery call. It's free, but we are not only here to sell you something, we are here to give you billion-dollar ideas, because the only thing that's going to stop you stand between you and that billion-dollar idea coming true is whether you will take consistent action. And trust me, every day I'm working on my own consistent action. So we in the same boat together, boo. All right, baby, what do you want to add to that?
That's it. Our company is called Helping Everyone Live Life Optimally, and we truly mean that. And so that is what it's about. We have plenty of people that, will stand by us. And as you know, we're always helping and sharing and giving ideas, and will not hesitate and won't stop either.
Oh, and just real quick, hey, if you're watching this, I'm not sure when this is dropping, but if you're ever looking for free information, I'm just going to say that we're right now have a 3-day event that is just free information that for small business owners. So, come plug in, it's free. So on Clubhouse, by the way.
Y'all can't beat that. Free 99, y'all.
99.
And there you have it, listeners and viewers of GEMS podcast with Genesis Amaris Kemp. You just heard David and Tara Jones, the founders and creators of the Hello LLC. They want you to help everyone live life optimally, and they do that in their business and outside of their business. Make sure you connect and tap in with them, because we are all here to better one another. We're not here to compete. We're here to collaborate and complement and make this world a better place for everyone that is inside of it. When you change and shift your mindset and you have the attitude of gratitude, gratefulness, thankfulness, and the attitude to really help others, you will see how you help yourselves, because things will naturally gravitate to you. And until we chat next time, peace, love, and lots of blessings. Have yourself an amazing day. Don't forget to follow this platform on YouTube, Gems with Genesis and Mars Camp, and subscribe where you're listening to this on your audio. Peace out, y'all.